Today I'm going to be talking about the challenges to buying a home in Oakland and the surrounding East Bay area. This can be a challenging market to buy in. We have a lot of issues that are really specific to our area that make it hard. Like, for example, the culture of our real estate market with regard to pricing. We also have a lot of non-traditional practices that out here. There are also a lot of old homes with a huge variability in condition, and it can be a very competitive market sometimes. Also, there is a lot of media hype that can contribute negatively to the perception of the process. So let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Tanja Odzak-Goppold. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams, and I work Oakland and the surrounding East Bay area. So the first challenge is the culture of our real estate market with regard to pricing. I mean, simply said, we don't price at what the seller wants or expects the house to sell at. We don't price at what the house comps at either. This is just how it is, and it's much larger than one person. It's not something that also seems like it's going to be changing anytime soon. The other challenge that's related to this is that there's no consistency in list price. Oftentimes, buyers hear and they latch onto statistics like Oakland sells at 20% above the list price or whatever that average happens to be that month. But again, this is an average, and there's no consistency to it at all. Some agents list 20% under, some 30, some maybe 40% under what the expected sales price is going to be. And the other thing to keep in mind is this is not something that is true across the board either. It's never going to be always 20% or always 30% under listed. This is something that varies between neighborhoods. It varies between the local agents and the not so local agents. And even within the local agents themselves, there's a lot of variability. Some are a little bit more aggressive with however much under that they list. Also, the condition of the house is factored into this as well. The location, the street, there is no consistent percentage at which the difference between list price and sales price, there's nothing consistent about that at all. So to take that a step further, that basically means that list price is meaningless. And I often tell my buyers, like, look, the list price should be viewed as an opening bid, and that like it may as well start at $1 because it's generally that meaningless. So buying a house here is truly much more like an auction due to the culture of the pricing, which basically is you list low to sell high. And I'm not gonna lie, when Joey and I sell homes, we employ these same techniques when we work with our sellers to list and sell their homes. If we didn't, we would be doing our sellers a disservice. So list low to sell high is our mantra, and that's how the game works. And in order to be successful and to sell within it, that's how we work it. So I want to give you an example. This was a house that we sold at 5881 Balmoral. It was just a gorgeous and super unique Oakland Hills home. And as you can see, we listed at $989,000, so just shy of $1 million, and we sold it for $1.48 million. We got 17 offers, and it sold for 33% above the list price. So that's just one example. Another one is this other house that we sold. This was a super cute 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house in the super hip and very desirable Diamond District, 3554 Lincoln Avenue. And this one wasn't as aggressively underlisted, but it was listed at $799,000, and we sold it. We got 10 offers on it, and we sold it for $990,000. So I just wanted to show you that just to give you some perspective of how houses are sold out here. So what does that mean when you are searching for a home, right? That's the question. So what you need to know is you cannot search by price point. Regardless of whatever app you're using to look up property, you cannot expect to, for this area, input a certain price range and expect to get back homes that are going to be affordable for you. Pricing, to use a colloquial expression out here, is hella dumb. You still need to use an app, but you have to have a different approach, which, by the way, I wanted to bring up the new Keller Williams app. It is amazing. It was released a few weeks ago. It is by far, hands down, the best app out there to use to search for properties. Keller Williams did a ton of research, all this, focus groups and testing, and you can do things with this app that you can't do on the other apps. Furthermore, Keller Williams does not sell your data, period. Other, companies like Zillow or Redfin, what they do is the data that they collect from you, they get it and they sell it to the highest bidder. So, however that works. But Keller Williams, they don't sell your information, your data, period. If you are interested in using it or checking it out, shoot me a text. I'm happy to send it to you. The other challenge out here is we have a ton of old homes. Oakland and many of the surrounding areas, including Berkeley, Albany, San Leandro, have tons of old homes. I also own a very old home. My house is 106 years old. It was built in 1914. And buying an old home is very, very different than buying a newer or new home. Oftentimes they've had several owners who have taken care of them in very different ways, and maybe who did take care of them in different ways. So condition is a huge factor, and I'm talking about foundations, roofs, and especially so important, actually one of my favorite topics is drainage on and about the property, because that really is going to affect the condition of a home. We are also a competitive market out here. Oakland and the surrounding areas are definitely competitive. We are centrally located in the Bay Area, and despite what you might hear, we are still reasonably priced for our location and proximity to San Francisco. Actually, downtown Oakland is like the center of the Bay Area. And on top of that, Oakland is still much cheaper than San Francisco, Berkeley, and some of the other surrounding areas. The other thing that also greatly influences buying out here, and is also a challenge to overcome, is the media hype. Do not buy into the media hype that houses sell for crazy amounts over asking, when the standard practice out here is to list under the valued price in an auction type sale. Of course, they're always going to go for over asking, and this makes for great headlines, and people eat it up. Houses actually sell for close to what's expected, and but this media hype, it can affect one's perception of the market, and for buyers sometimes it can be discouraging. So the question that you're probably asking yourself is, will I ever be able to buy a house out here? And the answer to that is yes, a loud, resounding yes. You will. You just need to work with an agent that has their finger on the pulse of the market, someone that works with both buyers and sellers and has a thorough understanding of how it works out here. And with that being said, there are still deals to be found and bargains to be had. You just need to work with someone who knows how to look for these. If you have any questions, I'm always here to help you, whether it's giving you advice for your long-term real estate goals, selling your home, buying a home, or investing in real estate. I'd love to help. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. If you do find these helpful, please subscribe to our channel for more. Again, my name is Tanja Odzak-Goppold. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams, and I work Oakland and the surrounding greater East Bay area. I wish you the best and a very happy and healthy day.